Moto Chute here, testing out the 4K lens, seeing how well the microphone works indoors, using refried KFC, test how good that works, washing it down with Korean barley tea. Wonder if this camera can catch the chewing and crunching. I have one more microphone that I want to test this with, which is just a generic clip Sony type. So far, pretty pleased. It's actually looks fantastic. You can see the replay on the app, which seems super useful, especially for situations like this, where I'm just trying to test it out. It almost feels like it's like a bubble or 360. Obviously not 360, but it doesn't look like a normal lens. I feel like a normal lens would, break here to like here. Or that's what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be much smaller, but it's nothing like a phone camera. The mount point I chose on my helmet. Let's see if I can get a close-up on that. It's pretty insufficient. I can use one of these extension bars that they provide. That certainly helps, but it looks like, and I'm going to test it again, it looks like on the side is where it's going to be better positioned. On the front, the stock mounting kit provided with the Insta360 motorcycle bundle, it's pretty insufficient. The angle would get you, I guess, the motorcycle itself. It would get you your body, but it wouldn't get the road ahead of you, and it certainly wouldn't get the perspective, like that POV perspective that you're looking for, or at least that I was hoping for here. And that's because of the pivot. When the camera's in on the actual screw type clip, or whatever you want to call it, the male connector, it can only pivot back a certain amount of degrees, so it's not sufficient to be going like straight forward. Instead, it's kind of stuck looking down. So I don't know if they sell anything to adjust that, but for me it wasn't sufficient. But what is sufficient is refried KFC. Which is probably the most unhealthy meat possible. I mean, chicken should not be this, soft and fat, and it's not fat, it just, there's so much volume of meat on the bone. Such a big animal. Alright, this concludes my first video for testing my Insta360 4K lens, wide angle lens, which now that I'm actually reading the name, makes sense why I get such a wide perspective.